Hello, wonderful kingdom. We are doing chapter 2 of Murder on the Orient Express by Agatha Christie. I hope you guys enjoyed the first episode, the first chapter. I really do enjoy this game so far, so let's get into it. So it looks like we have some characters now that we could look through and we can remember what information we put for them. So that's really cool if we need to go back and like look at someone. All right, let's get out of our little room. So some weird stuff happened last night where people were running around, knocking on the doors, and just being a little sus. I'm sorry, but the way he sits in this desk is so funny. He has little legs crossed, and he's just so proper.
Good morning, Monsieur Michel.
Good morning, sir. Please enjoy our special breakfast in our restaurant.
Okay. Who's in here? No one. Weird. No one goes potty.
This delay is intolerable. I am supposed to be demonstrating the Firenze in Paris in 2 days.
Your electric car.
My daughter said it would be the easiest way in the world. Just
God,
sit
she's talking
on
about
the
her
train.
daughter. Is so annoying. Oh my god, princess.
Good morning, madam. The snow is a predicament, is it not?
I am Russian. Snow is no stranger to me.
The accent. Would it be
Okay.
St. Petersburg?
You are very perceptive. Monsieur Poirot, is it not?
And may I take it, I have the honor of addressing Princess Natalia Dragomirov.
We dispense with the old titles these days. My husband, all of my past, was taken from me by these Stalinists. When they were gone, I became director of the St. Petersburg Museum of Antiquities to restore and preserve what I can of my country's history.
Still, the delay must be vexing.
If I must be late for my appointments, then they will wait.
I know that I would certainly wait, madame. It has been my extreme pleasure to make your acquaintance, madame.
Au revoir, Monsieur
Madame.
Poirot.
She has a blue streak in her hair. She's got blue eyeshadow. She's got a blue scarf. She is blued out. Hey Rex, how are you?
Mademoiselle, you are not concerned about the train stopping?
What can one do?
Indeed, this does not make the train move. You have great strength to remain calm at a time like this.
I know one far, far stronger than I.
And that is?
Well, that old lady, for instance. You have probably noticed her. She just has to lift her little finger and ask for something in a polite voice, and the whole train runs.
It runs also for my friend Monsieur Bouc, but that is
Bouc.
because he is a director of the line, not because he has a masterful character.
You don't have to have a strong will when you have power.
1 second. Okay, this has bothered me, but I want you guys to be where the black is.
But I suspect I did not
There
need
we
to
go.
tell you that,
Wow.
Mr. Poirot.
It just looks better. You guys are cut off a little bit.
Good morning, Mr. Fauchet. You have early customers, I see.
Yes, I am stuck serving here as well at breakfast. Everyone is impatient. They keep complaining that the train is not moving. As if I could get out and push it.
It's too early for me to order a boxcar. That is the appropriate drink, I believe.
A gin, triple sec, lemon and grenadine mix. A drink for a train indeed.
But not perhaps for my breakfast. I think I will settle for an omelette.
Good luck, sir. Miss Nielsen is helping to serve in the dining car.
Well, I think I kind of agree with everyone. He should get out and push the train, but I won't tell him that. But he is kind of selfish for that. Yes, picture. What color? Ugh, these
How
people.
long are we expected to be stranded here?
It won't do much good complaining to me. That fellow there with the moustache, he may know something.
This is me.
Excusez-moi, sir.
Yes?
Monsieur Bouc asks for you to join him in compartment 203.
My book.
Look here, Poirot. Can you tell us anything?
Why are you
Tell you
yelling?
the snow, it will not move aside on its own.
Of course. But you obviously have some influence with Book.
I am going to see him now. I will ask him if he has any information.
Why would he have information? He's not driving the train. Do you drive a train? Is it called driving a train? Driving a train? Book wants to meet me in the compartment. Is that his room? Compartment 203. I love driving trains. Someone has to operate it. The conductor.
Ah, my good friend. Come in. We have need of you.
What has occurred?
A passenger lies dead in his bed. Stabbed.
The passenger? Which passenger?
In there. He's an American. A man called Ratchet. It was his valet
Ratchet.
masterman who was worried that Mr. Ratchet was not awake yet. Pierre Michel, the conductor, decided to break in and found the body.
I see. Well, my friend, I think it is best not to touch anything and wait for the police to arrive.
Oh, I tried to call the police, but there is no cell tower for many kilometers. We could be stuck in the snow for hours. The murderer is with us. On the train, now! The sooner we catch him, the sooner we'll be out of danger. Dr. Constantine is already examining the body.
Mon ami, this is not a missing train ticket. We must follow procedure. We must wait for the police to secure the crime scene.
Please, Poirot. I will take full responsibility.
Book, you ask. Well, if we cannot contact the outside world, then...
Murderer!
Oh, you are going to drive me crazy.
Yeah,
In
Book, it's a
truth,
little
this
sus.
problem intrigues me. I was reflecting not half an hour ago that many hours of boredom lay ahead whilst we are stuck here. And now, a problem lies ready to my hand.
You accept then?
C'est entendu. You place the matter in my hands.
Mr. Poirot, I am Dr. Constantine.
Forgive me, Doctor. You are a medical examiner?
No, but I have assisted in post-mortems at Nairobi Hospital, where I am a teaching fellow.
I am familiar with your excellent institution.
I do not intend to perform a full autopsy, but a preliminary examination should be of some use.
Of course. May I have a look? Then we can compare notes.
Please, if you need any help, I won't be far away.
I'll be in the corner. Oh, I really don't know. What? Oh, nationality. I was like, I thought we were going off Oh, well, I guess it is accents normally, but I don't know. Moroccan, Belgium, or Kenyan? Definitely not 25, no offense. Yay!
That's the right answer.
We didn't talk about our gray cells. I had chicken tenders. Jealous. I had mac and cheese. Close enough. Oh. So there's a safe. Okay, so they're not dumb. So that's good.
Where can the killer have gone? This door communicates with compartment 204. The latch is open on this side.
Could the killer exit the room? I guess. Okay, so right now we're analyzing the crime scene. Oh, we need an alibi for Doctor. We didn't get an alibi for Book. And Book's the one that found the body, right? which is definitely weird. Maybe someone threw something out the window? What's that? No, never mind. I'd throw it out the window. Put it in the snow. Ooh. There's a napkin?
A handkerchief. There's a letter H embroidered on it. I'll take photos.
Oh, they're talking about Kenya. 4, 3, 2, 1. I thought that was a code for a second. Pretzel sticks and beer cheese from Applebee's. Ooh. It does sound interesting. Throw the body out the window while the train was moving. Well, unfortunately, the train has stopped. Maybe that's why they didn't do that. Exotic Vap. Banana.
It belonged to Ratchet?
What is that, lube? Banana lube.
I'm sure I will find some interesting things inside.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to touch that. Spit. A gun.
This phone was deliberately smashed.
Yeah. Weird. You could just take the Sims card out. Why smash the phone? Boom. Oh my god, I could look down the hole.
Last night, Monsieur Ratchet said he takes precautions. I see now what he meant. He knew he was in danger and wanted to be ready. Yet it was no use to him. I will leave it here for the police.
Why are we talking so slow? Cool. A watch.
The watch is broken. The hands are stopped at 1:15 a.m. One would expect that to be the time when the attack occurred.
Oh, that's smart. Little smarty pants. Vape juice. It could be. Yeah, they should have waited for the train to be moving. I don't know why they would kill him while the train was stopped.
As you see, the victim has been stabbed many times. Several alone would have been fatal.
Yes, I agree. An attack most savage.
This is personal.
I will, of course, prepare a complete report on my findings.
Thank you.
I've seen detective shows, and if there's multiple stabs, it's personal. Okay? He knew this person. Feet. Look at his feet. What's your alibi and why are you shivering? Shiver me timbers. The night, the victim, the cold.
I assume the open window complicates matters.
Indeed. Conditions are not perfect.
What can you tell me about the victim?
He died from multiple stab wounds of varying angles and depth. More than one would have been fatal. I would place the time of death roughly between midnight and 2 a.m. With more time, I hope I can be more precise.
Did you touch anything in here this morning?
I checked for a pulse. There was none. Rigor mortis had commenced. The body was cool to the touch. I touched nothing else.
I should blow your mind with the joke. I'm broken.
Did you know the victim?
Not at all. I noticed him last night at dinner, but I did not pay much attention.
But what were you doing the night of the murder at 1:15?
I'm sorry, Doctor, but I must question you.
Of course. I must be considered under suspicion like everyone else.
May I know your movements last night?
I share compartment 101 with Mr. Book. He would not stop talking about his beloved train. I listened to him for hours talking about his Orient Express.
My friend Book will no doubt confirm this.
Why do they all say it like that? They just go book. My friend, they'll be talking normal. My friend Book. Yeah, I was talking to Book. I guess he's in the clear, but not really because he shares a room with Book, and Book is sus. What are you guys doing? King! I'm so sorry. Come here. Come here, baby. Come here. He's got his diaper on. So loud. Did you pee? King! You didn't pee! You're a good boy.
The chain lock is broken. Monsieur Michel told me that he broke the chain on the door to get into the room.
Okay. I think that's... Oh, no, there's something up here. Wow. It's pretty organized.
Expensive clothing, recently laundered.
Wish my suitcases looked like that. Alice was walking in the forest of 1,000 flowers. She picked 10 flowers to make a bouquet. Suddenly... Oh god, I just did math earlier. What is this, a math problem? Suddenly, the bouquet turned into a butterfly and the flowers on the ground began to multiply. There were twice as many. Alice arrived in front of the door that asked her, "If you want to get out of the forest, you must tell me. How many flowers are left in the forest?" 1. I told you guys that doors know everything. And look at that, when they talk, so we could interrogate a door. This is kind of confirming that.
Not exactly the reading material one would expect of a man like Ratchet.
2. The answer is always B. I'm guessing this is the code, but I don't know. I don't understand. 1,000 minus 10? And times 2? What's 990 times 2? I'm sure the doot. The doot! Doors saw everything, that's true. That's like when animals can't testify. That's sad. We're smart. I'll take that.
Not very surprising.
Daily planner. Call Caro. Check carpets delivery. Orient Express. Call DC. Check money TV. Debrief with H. Arriving to Venice. Confirm blight.
Ah, a meeting place on the back of a postcard. Someone with the initials A.W.
I don't know what that said though. Like, I can't read that. Fontana de...
Ah, a meeting place.
You could have read the meeting place. Meet AW. What day is it? For each person hurt, you will suffer the same harm. Your death is near. We never forget.
Unusual letter, this.
Unusual letters. Yeah, it's not every day you get a threat like that. Oh, wait, there's something.
A box of sleeping pills.
Each toe. Of course. This little piggy went to the market. This piggy stayed home. Nar, but he called the pull box a bottle. The pill bottle. Right. We got a doot, we got a pull bottle. What's happening? You guys okay? Keyboards are rioting. Why are they upside down? Do you know how annoying that is? It says R to rotate. Of course. Maybe I'm not okay. It's a cat, I told you. For Daisy.
Daisy.
Whoa.
Interesting.
Why do you say that?
Et voila.
Yummy cat. A picture of a stuffed animal. Oh, it was a stuffed animal? Was torn and thrown away.
The snow is falling only lightly this morning. The murderer would have left tracks in the snow if he had jumped out the window.
Right. Could the killer... the murderer's way out? Okay. Let's see. The window is open. The chain on the hall door is broken. There is a connecting door leading to the adjacent rooms. Select two elements that reveal the most likely way the murderer exited the room. The train is stopped, trapped in the snow. Michelle, I don't know. Mitchell. He's just Mitchell now. Broke open the hall door this morning. The connecting door is not latched. I actually don't know how they found him. Did they have to, like, do force to get in? I don't know. But this definitely has something. They definitely went out the adjoining door.
I must admit I'm not right this time. This is wrong, but I'm never far from the truth.
Right. Of course, it's the lock on the door. Makes sense. I think his secretary was concerned and asked Mitchell to break open the door. Oh, maybe. The murderer was able to get through the connecting door because it was not latched. Right. The chain on the hall door is broken because they had to force their way. And it's cold outside, which is a very important key element to the murder.
So, the murderer must have exited through Madame Hubbard's room. That was easy.
Easy. Easy peasy. Whoa, okay. Interesting. Who were the two people who could have seen the murderer leaving the room? Well, obviously Mitchell. Miss Hubbard. Oh.
My
Because she's
little
next
gray
door?
cells did not let me down.
Our gray cells. Okay, now we got interrogate some people. Nice. The safe? Oh.
Ratchet had an appointment he will never keep.
Screenshot. Why didn't it have that earlier? Interesting. Recap. In case you guys missed what just happened, select 2 elements that help uncover what happened the night of the murderer. The murder, not the murderer. Ratchet had a gun under his pillow. Ratchet's watch was found stuck at 1:15. Glass containing dregs of powder? Oh, that's what that was? Letter threatening Ratchet was found in a safe, and a box of sleeping pills was found in the bedroom. So I'm guessing these are connected. The sleeping pills. So he drank the sleeping pills. And then he had a gun because he had a note. And then I don't know.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer. No, not good.
Puzzles. Of course. Ratchet wanted to stay on his guard, yet he took sleeping pills. That is a contradiction. Interesting.
I can't imagine Ratchet taking a sleeping pill if he feared for his life.
But some people don't.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Okay, you're too much. Some people don't think sleeping pills like affect how they think though, and like how they react. It just like makes them tired, but who are the 2 persons who work for Ratchet? The secretary and that guy?
I do not think that's the right answer.
Yeah, I don't know who that is. This guy? I don't know who that is either. That guy was on.
Gray cells did not let me down.
He was on the phone, and I played his wife, and I said, "Hi, wife." Well, I guess I didn't play the wife, and that's when Evie barked, and then we had that whole conversation about her barking, and then she bowed up to me. If you guys remember, she went "Burr," and I was like, "Whoa." It was crazy. All right, now I gotta go interrogate.
I think I've seen everything I need at the moment. I'm counting on you to finish your analysis.
I'll have a more detailed report for you as soon as I can.
Okay. Yeah, she didn't like the improv.
So, Poirot, did you find anything out?
It's a bit early for the handcuffs, my friend. Even for Hercule Poirot. Do not worry, mon ami. I believe our culprit has no plans to strike again. Monsieur Ratchet was the target. Of that I am convinced.
I wonder if people are gonna start dying. Like, it's just gonna be like one by one. I really thought Book was gonna die. Like, I thought it was gonna be like emotional or something. He either was gonna die or he was gonna be the killer, I feel like. So, anyway, while we're talking, what's your alibi?
Tell me, Book, how did you spend last night?
This is a joke, I hope. Don't you trust your old friend?
No.
My friend, calm yourself. I must hear your story in order to corroborate other accounts.
Ah, naturally. Let me see. I went to my compartment after dinner. Dr. Constantine was already there. We talked about his career. He's a Cambridge man, you know. After university, he returned to his country and has done much good there. He was so interested in the Orient Express. I told him all the anecdotes I know. I'm not certain when we fell asleep.
Over-explaining?
But it was very late.
Why did he over-explain the conversation? That was weird. Like it was rehearsed. Yeah, we talked about the train, and then did you know that like he did this and that and all that and this and that? Like, no. Guilty.
Here is what I have found out. Monsieur Ratchet was stabbed many times. I also found threatening letters in his safe. He had a loaded gun under his pillow, so he was on guard, ready to defend himself. However, there was an empty glass with white residue at the bottom. I suspect a barbiturate. Perhaps he was forced to take it. In any case, I am certain he was unconscious, unable to defend himself. I also found several other items at the crime scene, possibly related to the murder. They must be investigated.
By all means, Poirot. As fast as you can.
I also found liquid for an electronic cigarette, but I could not find a vape. This might belong to the murderer.
This criminal is an amateur.
He vapes. Crazy. Well, the list of passengers.
I need a list of the passengers with their compartment numbers.
Pierre Michel will have it.
I must interview the rest of the passengers and the staff.
I'll be in the bar car if you need me. We are hours late. Soon I hope help will arrive.
Okay, Book, you are really sus right now. Like, I don't know what to say. It's kind of crazy. I don't know why you'd want to kill him, though. I mean, I don't really know, like, his relationship, I guess, with him, but...
Monsieur Michel, I must ask you a few questions, if you don't mind.
I will do everything I can to help.
First of all, tell me about yourself.
Very well. My name, as you know, is Pierre Michel. I am from Calais. I've been with the company for over 15 years.
Thank you.
Are we on a date? Like, what was that? Oh, I don't know. Could be Canadian for all I know. Canadian. Oh my god, another one that looks like a controller. This one's always so hard. I'm gonna guess controller.
Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
It's definitely not Canadian.
I do not think that's the right answer.
French, of course, of course.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
Yeah, my little gray cells, you guys. List of passengers.
Can you provide me with a listing of the passengers and their rooms, please?
Yes, certainly.
Been working since he was 2. That'd be funny. Oh. Wow. A horse. Oh my god, that's a unicorn.
Where were you at 1:15 a.m.?
I was sitting on my little seat at the end of the car, facing up the corridor.
Are you sure?
I left a little after 1 a.m. to
His
speak
little
about
seat.
the snow with my colleague Jean in the bar car. I came back later. There was a call. I remember speaking to you.
Indeed, I remember. Carry on.
It was the American lady, Madame Hobart. She thought she saw a man in her compartment. Then around 1:50 a.m., I made the bed for Monsieur Ratchet's secretary, Monsieur McQueen. He had spent the evening talking with the English Captain Arbuthnot. At 2 a.m., I returned to my place and stayed there until dawn.
Oh my god, I forgot about that. I forgot the woman thought she saw someone in her room. Oh my god, she did see someone in her room. That's crazy.
I would like to reconstruct with your help the events of last night. Monsieur Ratchet retired to bed. When?
Almost immediately after dinner, sir. Actually, before we left Belgrade.
Did anybody go into his compartment after that?
His valet, monsieur. Monsieur Masterman. And then his secretary, the young American gentleman. Monsieur McQueen.
And that is the last time you saw or heard of him?
No, monsieur. You forget that Monsieur Ratchet rang his bell around 12:40 a.m., soon after we had stopped. I knocked at the door, but he called out in French, "Ce n'est rien, je me suis trompé." I then left to answer another bell that had just rung.
Well, can you translate that? What does that mean?
Are you a smoker?
Indeed.
Do you smoke e-cigarettes?
No. Tobacco
you vape?
only.
Do you vape, bro?
What is the last station where we stopped?
Vinkovsky.
Could someone have come on board?
Possibly. I was very busy. Owing to the weather, we were a few minutes late. We left at 12:10 a.m.
Dang. He's got his times. We'll tell you. He is innocent. Whoa, okay, we have like a whole time here. The activity of Michel. Miss Hubbard's calls, and then calls and then he speaks with me. That might be right here. Wait, no, that was at 12:40. Stays at his post until the morning, maybe? The train is stuck by the snowdrift. Calls Mitch. 12:10. Mitchell smokes on the station platform. Midnight, and then return to the train. The train leaves. Oh wait, something's wrong. Okay. So maybe that?
No, not good.
No. Oh wait, return to the train. There we go. I was like, is there something missing?
Et voilà.
Something needs to be fixed. Yeah, so he's good. You're clear.
Good morning, madam. I am Hercule Poirot.
Caroline Hubbard. What can I do for you, Mr. Poirot?
I am the bearer of unfortunate news.
It's obvious with all the commotion that something has happened.
Madame Hubbard, I am afraid your neighbor, Monsieur Ratchet, was murdered last night.
Oh my God! I knew it! I knew it!
I would like to ask you some questions, but first, may I inspect your room?
Of course, yes, you must.
I must? Well, maybe I don't want to now. German. Definitely American. No, Canadian. I'm sorry, girl. You're not 18. I don't know.
This is wrong. But I must admit I'm not right this. I do not think that's the right answer.
American housewife.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Yes, first try for everything. We never retry. Always the first one. So last night, what happened?
Madame, please tell me about last night.
The murderer was right here in my compartment. I woke up. All in the dark it was. I was just so scared I couldn't scream. I pressed the call button. I pressed and pressed. I heard footsteps running in the corridor, then a knock on my door. "Come in," I screamed. And I switched on the lights at the same time. And would you believe it? There wasn't a soul there.
That is
You think
crazy.
he went back into the other compartment?
How do I know where he went? I had my eyes shut tight. The conductor came in. I told the man what had happened, and he didn't seem to believe me. I asked him to search the room, but he found nothing. I told the conductor
Aw.
to look at the door between the compartments, and sure enough, it wasn't bolted. Well, I soon saw to that. I told him to bolt it, then and there.
That is scary, especially being a woman. Okay.
How is it you didn't bolt the door between the two compartments?
But I had. Well, as a matter of fact, I asked that Swedish lady, Olsen, Greta, if it was bolted, and she said it was.
How was it you could not see for yourself?
I was already in bed, and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was.
What time was it when you asked her to do this for you?
Oh, it must have been around 10:30 or 10:45 p.m. She'd come along to see if I had an aspirin. But instead of opening my door, she opened Mr. Ratchet's door by mistake. He said something quite rude, like, "Not a chance, lady, you're too old." It shocked her. She came in. I told her where to find the aspirin, and she got it out of my toiletry bag. Poor girl, she didn't have a good night.
The same could be said for Monsieur Ratchet. It appears Mademoiselle Olsen may be the last person to see Ratchet alive.
Yeah, maybe.
Is this your handkerchief?
No, not at all.
Yet
I
it
would
is
say no, too.
embroidered with an initial H, like
Really?
your name.
I don't care. It's not mine, and I would certainly never buy something so impractical as that frilly thing.
Dang.
Are you a smoker?
No, definitely not. Filthy habit.
Okay, boomer.
I have not finished inspecting your room. If you don't mind,
What's that?
here is
my
a jacket
God.
button. It bears the logo of the Orient Express.
She could be a groover, I don't know.
Let's see if Mrs. Hubbard was telling the truth about the latch of the connecting door.
How are we gonna tell that?
This hook is probably where Mrs. Hubbard hung her toiletry bag.
Okay. And oh, this is the bag. Okay. Oh, that's not what I wanted. Oh.
I can see the latch very well from here, even with the toiletry bag attached. I'll have to clear that up with Mrs. Hubbard.
Girly, you've been caught red-handed. This shower is interesting. This whole room is pretty interesting because, like, the shower's right there. There's no toilet though, so I guess that's when they go to the other toilet, but like, no toilet, but there's a shower. I mean, I guess you could pee in the shower. You don't really need the toilet. The mustache.
Come to Poirot, my exquisitely sculpted friend.
I found a jacket button on your table. It looks like it belongs to
An employee, a passenger?
a train employee. The button bears the logo of the Orient Express.
Well, of course the conductor came in last night, but he didn't go near that table.
Still, it's a safe bet that it belongs to the conductor. I'll check his jacket later, to be sure.
Oh, how would a button be on the table, though?
Mrs. Hubbard, you told me that the door connecting the two compartments was closed, correct?
Yes, it was, as I told you. I was already in bed and my toiletry bag was hanging on the hook of the door. I couldn't see the latch from where I was. That's why I asked Miss Olsen to check if it was closed.
Okay, well, look at the door right now and tell me, is it locked or not? It's this one.
Are you sure everything you've told me is accurate, Madame Hubbard?
Of course. I have an excellent memory.
Do you? You're kind of old.
Mrs. Hubbard, I tested putting your toiletry bag on the door hook as you told me. From your bed, you can easily see the latch on the door. The toiletry bag does not hide the latch at all.
Are you saying I'm lying? It may have been stuck somehow in a different position, or I may not have seen it in the darkness. Or I didn't think to look, you irritating man.
Details matter, madame.
Irritating.
A man has been most savagely murdered. You will excuse me if I attempt to separate the truth from the false.
Forget my toiletry bag and focus on who entered my compartment. Probably after killing Mr. Ratchet.
Madame Hubbard is a force to be reckoned with, but I suspect I'm not done with her.
I'm not done with you yet.
Thank you for your assistance, madame.
My back itchy. That's why it's always good to have a back scratcher. Scratch, scratch. But then once you start scratching your back, it gets itchier. And then more itchy. And then it never stops. So... Ow. It's amazing, but it's a curse at the same time. It's a blurse. Never mind. Okay, select 2 elements to help deduce. How the killer avoided being seen by Mitchell. Oh, I didn't do this from earlier? Oh, my bad. The train leaves.
No, not good.
Okay. Conveniently, he wasn't at the post during the time of the murder. And then that's it. Okay. Easy.
While Monsieur Michel was chatting with Monsieur Fauchet in the bar car between 1 a.m. and 2 a.m., the murderer could have escaped Ratchet's room without being seen. Et voilà.
Voila. Intuition allow you to draw your own conclusions. Is Mitchell a suspect? No.
This direction looks promising.
Suspect, sure.
This appears to be a good lead.
I think she's a suspect for now. Yeah.
I found a button from an Orient Express staff jacket. Did you lose one by any chance?
No, monsieur. As you can see, I have all my buttons. It is not mine.
Yeah, but it could be a different shirt. Okay, so that's the paper. Why didn't I take the paper? I guess I memorized it. So who do I need to talk to next? Oh, right. The wife guy. Room 103. Talking to your friend.
Monsieur Edward Masterman, I believe. May I ask you some questions?
I can barely talk. I have a terrible toothache.
We have a doctor on board the train. Perhaps...
I do not need a doctor. I use essential oils. If you can find my flask of clove oil in my box, I would be grateful.
Fine, if you insist. I will help you.
I'm, okay. since you can't open a box? Oh,
By the
interact.
smell, I think that the jojoba oil spilled on the other bottles, leaving their labels illegible. I must find another way to find which one is Masterman's toothache remedy.
Oh, God. And he say clove, so...
The weighing scale is soaked in jojoba oil. It's unusable.
Oh, God.
Ah, this old scale will do the job.
Okay. But, like, what am I
To
looking
start,
for?
I must first arrange the vials from the lightest to the heaviest.
Oh, this is lighter?
Now that I know the order, I think that I can easily guess which one is the clove oil.
My eyes. They're dry. So the clove is the 1, 2, the 3rd. The
Here
red.
is Monsieur Masterman's remedy.
I'm an expert. Here you go.
Here is your remedy. I hope it will help.
Thank you very much, sir.
Attack of the dry eye.
Ah, well. I can finally speak without too much pain. I'm ready to answer your questions.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's valet?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Were you told that your employer was murdered?
Yes, sir. A very shocking occurrence.
I thought that's why you were crying, but apparently you're just a little bish. You know what? I'm not gonna fault you. Toothaches actually are the worst pain that you will probably ever experience. So it's fine. I get it. Are you the valet? Yeah.
That's the right answer.
You ever gonna tell me when it's the wrong answer?
At what hour did you last see Monsieur Ratchet?
It must have been around 9 p.m., sir. That or a little after. I went to bed around 10:30 p.m., same as the person who shares my room, Mr. Foscarelli. He almost immediately began snoring.
Ooh.
What did you do then?
I read, sir, and I spent a while soothing my toothache with clove oil and listening to the snoring.
Did you hear anything during the night?
Yes.
Snoring.
My roommate's snoring.
Duh, should have seen that coming. I told you.
Are you a smoker?
Yes, sir. I have a cigarette now and then to relax.
But do you vape, bro?
Tell me about your employer, Monsieur Ratchet.
I've been working for him for 9 months. I should not wish to speak ill of the dead, but he was not a gentleman, sir.
Did you know that he had enemies?
Yes, sir. I heard him discussing some threatening letters, sir, with Mr. McQueen.
Did he mention these letters to you?
He had been reading a letter when I came in. He asked me if I was the one who put it in his compartment. I told him that I had done no such thing, and he should report it to the police at the next station.
How did he respond?
He laughed, sir.
You're joking.
I do not joke, sir.
Forgive me, I can see you do not. Was he taking sleeping pills?
Always when traveling by train, sir. He said he couldn't sleep otherwise. Last night he asked me to give him 2. I did so, along with a glass of water.
Oh.
He dissolved them in the water.
Did you see him drink the water?
No, sir. I left right after I gave him the pills.
Interesting.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker?
No. He finds smokers disgusting.
Can you tell me again
So you?
why you gave sleeping pills to Monsieur Ratchet?
Yes, I gave him the pills because when he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He specifically asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water with the pills in it.
Right. So what is the lie? When he takes the train, he has trouble sleeping. The letter must have worried him. He asked me to prepare the sleeping pills. I didn't see him drink the water. Is it the letter?
He is lying, and I will prove it.
I will prove it.
I need some hard evidence to prove he's lying.
I actually don't know. This one's a little tricky.
I see nothing to prove he's lying.
Okay, so it's the last one.
Monsieur, I believe you are not telling me the truth.
What? How can you say that?
Gone. I thought it said algebra. Math is on the brain today. Scream in the night. Agenda. Oh, the gun.
He received threatening letters. One, it seems, last night. Did you know he had a gun under his pillow? And even asked for my help to watch over him? I find it strange that he asked you for sleeping pills when he was afraid for his life and prepared to defend himself.
I'm sure I don't know. Maybe to calm his nerves, maybe out of habit.
It makes no sense.
Wait, please. Isn't it possible that Mr. Ratchet asked me to prepare the pills, but didn't plan to drink them for some reason?
It is possible. But I am a student of character, monsieur, and the Monsieur Ratchet you describe is not the man I met.
If you'll excuse me, my toothache is getting worse again.
Sure.
I'm afraid this time you must prepare your own clove oil.
Sure it is. Okay, you're a little sussy. Alright, let's go look at this guy. Alright, we looked at him.
I believe I am addressing Monsieur Hector McQueen.
Guilty as charged.
I beg
Guilty?
your pardon.
Oh, sorry. Just an expression.
Hands behind your back.
My father used to say it.
You must have had an interesting childhood.
That was close.
I am Hercule Poirot.
No need to be modest. You're a detective.
You are Monsieur Ratchet's secretary?
I am Mr. Ratchet's secretary. Just over a year.
Why are you
I mainly
restating my
take care of
questions?
translating certain texts for him. Mr. Ratchet only speaks English.
Prepare yourself for a shock. Your employer, Monsieur Ratchet, is dead.
So they got him after all.
What do you mean? You are
What a
assuming he was murdered?
I know he
Weird.
had enemies.
That was a weird reaction. Okay. So, your boss was murdered. Dang. They got him. What? What?
What can you tell me about Monsieur Ratchet?
He was American. He was an antiques dealer. I don't know much more. Mr. Ratchet never talked about himself or his life, but I think Ratchet wasn't his real name. And he left the United States to run away from something. Or
Dang.
someone.
Yes?
He started getting letters. Threatening letters.
Do you still have them?
I have one.
Did you know that Monsieur Ratchet had asked for my help?
Asked you? No, I didn't know.
He knew he was in danger. When did you last see him?
Last night around 10 o'clock, I should say.
Did you like your employer, Monsieur McQueen?
No, I did not. He was, I'm sure, a cruel and dangerous man.
Well, you're honest, I guess. Yeah, yours is better. Okay. Evie, calm down. So, I'm detective, okay? Sir, you might want to sit down for this one. Your boss is dead. Bruh. That wasn't the reaction. That was me talking to Evie. Reaction. Got him. Or it could be the reaction. Got him.
Can you tell me your movements last night? I went back to my compartment. I read a little. In Belgrade, I went out onto the platform to smoke, but it was cold. I quickly went back in. I then went to Mr. Ratchet's compartment to take some dictation for him. I left around 10 o'clock. I saw Captain Arbuthnot. We ended up chatting in my compartment. Then we went out on the platform to quickly stretch our legs at Binkovsky. He left around 2 o'clock.
Thank you. I will need to check Monsieur McQueen's story with Captain Arbuthnot.
A lot of night owls around here. Everyone's up at 1 a.m., 2 a.m. Very interesting.
I found a diary in Monsieur Ratchet's safe. Did you know about it? I kept a business appointment book, but I know he had a personal diary as well. That looks like it. Are you a smoker? Yes, I smoke cigarettes. I've tried to quit, but no luck.
Everyone's a smoker.
Can you give me this letter, please? Of course. Here it is.
Oh! I almost dropped my drink. I wasn't expecting that. I can't drink my drink. That was a little bit of a jump scare. What kind of note is this? Boop.
Was Monsieur Ratchet a smoker? No, he hated the smell of smoke.
Okay, well that story lines up. Maybe that's why he hated you. Just saying. Did we know that he wanted us to protect him though? Like, or we found out about that? Evie, what are you barking about? So select 2 elements of interest from the encounter with Mitchell in the evening of the murder. Saw Ratchet for the last time around 10 p.m.
I must admit I'm not right this time. Think, Poirot. That is not a good answer.
Dang it, it's always the last one. Murderer pretended Ratchet was still alive at 12:37. But the watch was broken at 1:15. So why would they have to pretend at 12:37? Yeah, what's his name? What's your identity?
The murderer may have impersonated Ratchet by calling Monsieur Michel to make it seem that Ratchet was still alive at 12:37 a.m.
Right.
I'm right again. That happens to me a lot.
Shut up. What is the most likely hypothesis? He opens the window to escape, but the train is stuck in the snow. He waits to leave. Okay, so this is the one.
My little gray cells did not let me down.
Yeah. Oh my god, look at all this. It's chaotic. Alright, so... No.
This is the most likely answer.
I don't think either of them are suspects. Is he still at breakfast? Is it still breakfast time?
So, my friend, have you found our killer?
Not yet, but I will tell you what I have learned.
I'm staring him in the eyes.
Our assassin could have gotten on the train at Vinkovsky disguised as a conductor, entered Ratchet's room and killed him. Then he walked out through Madame Hubbard's connecting door, where he lost a button from his jacket. He had to wait for Monsieur Michel to be absent. He waited too long. The train had left the station.
He was trapped aboard.
Indeed. He had opened the window to make it look that he'd escaped that way. However, if he waited until the train stopped again due to snow, his footprints would have been found.
Yeah.
The murderer is still among us. On the train.
He's still here.
There's a problem with the second-class toilets.
What now?
All morning passengers have been complaining that the door is locked. So I went to check. I knocked, but no one answered. I didn't think I should open it without speaking to you first.
You did well, Monsieur Michel.
Is someone else
Lead the way.
murdered? Another murder.
I used my master key.
But who is she? Is she alive?
She is breathing.
Then if she isn't dead, isn't she our murderer?
That, my friend, is what we must find out.
The woman, I remember her. She did sneak on the plane, didn't it? Or not the plane. The train. Forget where we are.
Miss, can you hear me? She's breathing. Her pulse is strong. There is no sign of physical violence. This woman is sleeping very soundly.
She's snoring. Second class. Oh, shit. Oh, Jonah. Oh my god, that's the missing person. Well, that's the person we haven't met yet on our list.
The ticket reads Joanna Locke, traveling in compartment 105.
Well, she's alive.
This woman is sound asleep. Given her location, I would say she has been drugged and deposited here.
Well, at least it's not another murder on my train.
Right. I thought there was going to be a murder.
The train is, of course, full.
Monsieur, the list I gave you indicates that Hildegard Schmidt shares her compartment.
I will want to talk to her later. For now, we will concentrate on this mysterious young lady. Let's return her to her more comfortable bed.
Good idea. Pierre, locate this woman's room and fetch the doctor.
Yes, sir.
Oh no, I'm saying all because like that's the decent thing to do. But we love the bare minimum.
I will question her when she wakes up.
Please, let me know what you learn.
Mademoiselle Locke's compartment is 105. I suggest we return her to her more comfortable bed.
Yes, hopefully she will awaken soon.
Hopefully. Yay, the bare minimum. When people are decent. Woo! It's the pearls. It's the pull box.
A cup of tea with white residue at the bottom.
The bottom. Nope. There was a hair flying. Can I look out the window? Book. I guess that's it. Why does she have a belt on her hands? Luggage. That's kind of invasive though. When she's passed out. Ooh, there's a code. It's not what I wanted. Open the doot. That's what I was trying to do.
A briefcase and a wagon-lit conductor's jacket. And the button is missing.
They're framing her. That's crazy. So they drugged her, knew he would take her to the room, put the ticket on her, knew he'd take her to the room and look through her stuff and see the buttons missing. They put it on the table on purpose. am I supposed to know the code, though? Wait. What's the noise? Oh. Oh.
Have you tried 1, 2, 3, 4? If you need a break, I can ask Jean to make you some coffee. Poirot, what if the briefcase is booby-trapped? But of course you know what you're doing. It is booby-trapped, is it?
Can you shut up?
We really need to find the combination. Have you tried 0000?
Book, there's
No,
about
that's
to be
mine.
another murder.
I never remember my passwords, so I make them easy ones. Poirot.
Can you shut the front doot?
Book, silent like a mouse, please.
I'm sorry. You're right. I'll be quiet now. You need to concentrate. I will not utter another word. Not one.
Book, there will be another murder on the Orient Express in a moment.
I'm telling you. I will be throwing hands. I don't know if this is how it really works, but that'd be cool. Whoa. Police.
The stuffed animal is the same as in the photo found at the crime scene.
What a coincidence.
Mademoiselle Locke appears to have been investigating Monsieur Ratchet.
Is she his daughter? And he changed his name?
Mademoiselle Locke seems very interested in our victim.
Of course. She has studied her target.
Possibly.
Oh, she's a police officer. Yep, that's her name. I thought it was gonna be a fake name.
Her driver's license confirms her identity. She is American.
These are fake IDs. It's certain.
What? I like how that's the only thing he got from that. She is American. 91? Detective.
This badge says that Joanna Locke is an American detective with the Berkshire Police Department in Massachusetts.
An American police officer? Oh.
We can. Oh. Now he changes his tone.
She has a gun.
Come, Poirot. Criminals are often known to carry one.
Ratchet was stabbed, not shot.
But then why take it on the train?
Look, she's waking up.
Thanks to you, I would not be surprised if our murder victim were also waking up.
What?
I know, why is his hands up?
Oh, my head. What's all the yelling about?
Who are you? Give me a good reason why you should not be in handcuffs.
I can give you a reason, Book. Whose handcuffs will we use? I have none. Do you?
Well,
You are Joanna Locke, mademoiselle?
Yes, Joanna Locke. I'm a detective. Berkshire, Massachusetts Police.
I have found your credentials, mademoiselle.
And I know who you are, Mr. Poirot.
Then,
really?
if the introductions are complete, perhaps the explanations may begin.
I'll try. It's simple, really. I'm on the trail of a murderer.
It's not in the book. Finish chapter 2. It was not in the book? Oh. Crazy. Chapter 2. Hope you guys enjoyed that chapter. Hopefully you'll be back for chapter 3 coming soon. So make sure you are subscribed and follow my Twitch if you want the unedited long version. You can come chat with us and hang out and find out who's the murderer together. All right, bye.